Folks, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We're here in our expert parks under Wacky Worlds. This one's called Beach Barbecue Blast. All right, alliteration. All right, a local entrepreneur's selfie park has gone bust. What? A selfie park? What is? Oh, Sea Life Park. My goodness, I'm brain rot's a real thing, folks. All right, Sea Life Park has gone bust, but they're ready to operate on a small park and buy another park from the construction company. Develop a big combined park. All right, 2,200 guests in the park. October year 5 with a park rating at least 600. Let's open this up and take a look and see what we got. All right, that looks all well and good, minus whatever the heck. There's an ostrich. Worst ride ever. Okay, got all of that. Now they said there's another park. What? Oh, there's another park. That does not look operational in the slightest. Okay, and are they connected? No. Okay, they're completely separated from each other, but we do own this one. Interesting. Now, is there a way to get into this park, or is it just if it's... Oh, okay. So this is like, we can't do anything with this. This is just if it was there. All right. Well, I'm not convinced we need this park at all, so I may actually just wipe all of this out and grab the cash from it. But before we do anything, let's take a look here. We have an admission price. Okay. I'm going to wipe out a lot of this too, by the way. Let's take a look at the rest of this. All right. Terrible selection of general rides. That's a really good selection, actually, of all this stuff. We got the air power coaster, which is like the best. It's quick. You can put an on-ride photo, I believe, on it, and great. The reverse free fall coaster, not the biggest fan, mainly just because it has limited capacity and no on-ride photos. Same with the inverted impulse. It's a fun ride, but doesn't have any on-ride photos. But do we have junior coaster with what kind of cars are those? Okay, we at least have enough to get started here, and a corkscrew coaster with a shark, because that's, why wouldn't we have that? And a twister coaster, cool. All right, we're golden on a coaster front. We actually have a decent selection of thrill rides and all of the water rides we could ever need. We have log flumes, river rapids, and splash boats. Fantastic. Oh, and there's a good selection there too. Okay, so we really just need some general rides and maybe some coasters. But I'm going to be more focused on the general rides to start off with here. Now, we're probably going to blow this park up because it's terrible and I hate it. So let's go ahead and start shutting some of this stuff down. So we just need to make this park a little bit better. And by a little bit, I mean a lot better, but we'll get there. All right, so let's get all of this stuff in place. This is going to be our main thoroughfare all the way down through the area of the park. Fantastic. That's going to get closed. We're going to reestablish that right at the entryway. I'll make sure all of that stuff is set. Balloons are going to get closed as well. They can just exist over here. Actually, I'm going to move that all up. So I'm just going to put that out here for... now we can put it on the main pathway, I guess. And we need to just increase prices, like, a lot. All of this stuff may change spots, and that's all well and good. I don't particularly care about any of that right now. I just need to make sure that the basic parts that we have here are ready to roll. All right, so let's do that. Remove all of that stuff. And we're gonna replace this one as well. Sorry, folks, we will get this back in operational status here in a moment. I just need to take a hot second and make a park that we actually are gonna be proud of here, so... let's just get the basics set up. Right, it's gonna loop like that. There we go. Open that up. Fantastic. Let's see, what else do we have here? Space rings are not happening. We could have a car ride in there, I guess. I don't really want to do that. Alright, let's get bathrooms and all the other stuff set that we need to have. So, restroom, cool. Throw a lemonade stall over here. And throw a chicken place here. Actually, let me set those all back. and this is not a thing I normally do, but let's try it out and see what happens here. Nope, I need to make sure it's the same price everywhere. Boop-a-doop-doo. All right. And I am purposely not paying attention to the other part of this park at all. I just don't care about it right now. It's not an important piece of what we're doing. It should not matter, really. We'll take a look at it in a sec, but like there's no people over there, so who cares? Oh, look at that. We do have the trains. Ew, what the heck is that? No, this is the failed... Oh, okay, this is the failed sea life thing. The theming over here is kind of cool, actually. I actually dig the little waves and the water stuff, but that's not really super interesting overall for me. This is ridiculous, but okay, whatever. All right, we have a general ride coming. Let's go ahead and see... Oh, yeah, we're going to get... We can do this. Yeah, I know. Everything in this park is a hot mess right now. We will fix it. Just give me some time here. Ah, as the kids say, let me cook. Alright, so we'll do... I guess we'll start that over here because we don't have space in the other spots, but that's okay. Let me just hire some people here. Just making sure they're all going to the places that I want them to. Good. Cool. All right. So we got all of that established. This area is going to be just a small little... We're not going to go wild or crazy with this thing. It's just going to exist here. I might need to go just one less. There we go. Let's have it do the reverse thing. We'll turn it around. We'll drop it down. Actually, let's drop it underground. That'll be more fun. Do the on-ride photo thing. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, I have to go lower? Okay, that's fine. Not reversed. See, that's not lined up enough. We'll have it do its turner thing there. Now, let's see. The problem I'm running into is I need it to start coming up, like in this area. Have a turn, still one off. Yeah, see, it's way under where it needs to be there, but that's okay. That's actually a decent sign, because then I think we'll be able to do this. Let's take a look and see. So -15, that's fine. We'll do our reverse turnable section there. That's in line, cool. And then hopefully we can get up. Oh, we just need to have that go out a little more. There we go. Okay, that's all I needed. Again, it's not a complicated setup here, but we just need to make sure that it works for us. I'm going to go with 18 because 19 is a number I don't care for. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's just how my brain works. All right, so let's go ahead and establish the line here. There we go, and then this is going to close in right behind it. Put another set of bathrooms and all that other stuff back here. We don't need money, don't worry about it. Alright, get a burger bar. And drinks. What did I charge for lemonade? Was it 5 or 3? Okay. That's all. I'm just trying to keep consistent here. Let's see. Oh, we're out of general rights. Awesome. Love when that happens. Now we can just go back to like normal funding. We don't need to max anything out at this point because there's nothing really to write home about in this park. All right, so that's getting built. Fantastic. We have lots of space to do more activities here. I want to reestablish lots of this stuff here and get it all set. Car ride, I think, is going to exist somewhere in here and run over in this area. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to make up my mind on what I want to do with all this. But I definitely want to build one of these. I'm definitely just going to also start shutting all these down. Like, I don't think there's any real reason for us to keep these rides in existence, right? Like, we can just dump it all. In theory, I could just wipe out all of this, and it's just a cash bank for us, and doesn't matter in the slightest otherwise. So that's what I'm going to do, I think, because this coaster is a disaster of a coaster. There's lift hills, another drop. There are 3 separate lift hills on this ride, one of which just does the drop and goes into a corkscrew and then goes into another lift hill, which makes 0 sense to me. So that's not going to exist anymore. And then we'll wipe out the rest of all this stuff. And then we can rebuild stuff that's actually fun to go on. And I do not know if any of this, the rest of this stuff is set to be, like, is this theming or is that ride height stuff, that like land that's taller that we have to do? All right, but we're getting our money back, which is all I really care about right now. We'll wipe all this out. Cool. And yeah, I'm going to clear everything out. Yeah, that's land. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand what the point of that was, but whatever. I missed one little spot there. And we don't own that. We don't own that part for some reason. Okay, there's a little bit more that we can clear out. I'm just, the completionist in me needs to knock out all this stuff because it's going to bother me otherwise. Okay. Now we have lots of cash to work with. I'm going to just wipe back all of that. Let's go ahead, pause the game and see where this is at. All right, so I need to get my handy dandy calculator. 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Let's see, what did I put? 18, so 148 or 146 divided by 18 is 8.1, so maximum wait time is going to be 8, minimum wait time is going to be more like 6. We'll open it up. What is the excitement on this thing? Yeah, baby. Cool. All right, we got that all taken care of. Maybe we'll have the car ride in here and have it go out this way and loop in and then come back. Yeah, I think that's a plan. That sounds reasonable to me. All right, so we'll build it back here. All right, I guess I need to do a small turn. Bummer. I wanted the big turn because I like them better. I think they're aesthetically much more pleasing, but aesthetics don't matter if you can't build it. I really wish this one had like an S-bend type thing. How do I want to bring this in? We'll do that, I think. There we go. I think that looks good. Oh, I have to... Man, I like the big swoops. Stop taking the big swoops away from me. Big swoops are better. Vintage cars are 2 people. Sports cars 2 people. We get 1 more. Even though I really dislike that number, we'll deal with it. Alright, we got all that. Cool. There we go. Wait for full load. No maximum or anything like that. Just call car ride. Okay, that looks cool. Can get that going. I need to start spreading this park out a little bit more too. I want to shut down Space Rings. I'm sorry, but it's not a good ride. It doesn't even pay us back enough money to make it even worth keeping. But ever so slowly, I want to claw back lots of space on this park. There we go. Okay. And we're slowly just going to start pushing stuff out into the various areas that I would want to develop further in this park. Like this area over here is a hot mess. I want to get that fixed up too, but that's a future us problem. Let's see. What do we want to put? We have a little space here for a coaster. I think the air-powered coaster would be the most desirable of the coasters to put in there. So that's what we're going to place in. Two, three, 4. I think that's all it needs to get its maximum. 8. Is 8 the max? I always forget. I think it is though. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, and these are boomerang trains. Those actually look neat. I mean, it's dumb. Don't get me wrong. It's really dumb, but at least looks neat. Drone on-ride photo section. Oh no. The nice thing is we can buy all of that. There we go. That's all I needed to buy. Whoop whoop. And then we'll use our brakes. I'm going to bring it down to 9. All right, cool. Got that. Fantastic. Let's go with the slow speed to start off with and test and see what it does. Yep, too fast. All right, I need to build those up more. I can never build these things right the first time. I don't know why I even try, but half the time I forget what to do. And I know I need to charge more for a park entry as well, but we'll get there. All right, so let me do that real fast because once this ride gets established, it's going to be crazy town. All right, we're going to start as 24 for right now. That's not enough still, but it's enough to get started with. Yeah, that's perfect. Comes into the brakes nice and easy. I'll just call it air power. Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna borrow some quick money. There we go. Alright, this ride should be set. Heck yeah, look at that. Wait for full load, none of that stuff. Got all that established, boom, and then we're gonna immediately advertise for it. Cool. All right. That's establishing that area. I want to rework this whole section of the park because it's terrible. I want to put in more bathrooms though real fast. And maybe a first aid stall. We can throw an info kiosk back there too. Why not? I mean, there's already one right there. It's kind of unnecessary, but whatever. Alright, fry stall is going to get closed and go away. Same with this ice cream stall. This bathroom stall is going to get closed and moved. Takes us closer to the front of the park. There we go. That looks much better. This is going to get closed down. So we can put a new one in place. And I think I'm going to do dueling ones. So one's going to be a drop tower, one will be a launching tower. So that will be a launch zone. Test it, make sure it works. There we go, fantastic. Now we'll put another one right next door to it. And we're going to use the same color scheme. The only difference is this one's going to be blue. And the outside car will be blue. And what color is the bottom of that? It's that weird little lavender? Light purple. Okay. And then we just need to change it to downward. And this one's going to be called Drop Zone. Cool. All right, so then I can start wiping out the rest of this area here. It's dumb. Then these guys are going to get moved to over here. Alright, got that. What's this one coming in at? Heck yeah. Alright, so the drop one's actually more exciting. It's less, it's slightly more intense, but it's much more nauseating. Okay. Good to know. Alright, let's see. What else can we put in place here? Got a flying roller coaster last. Maybe we'll throw a boomerang in here somewhere. Oh, I forgot to open the car ride. My goodness. All right, what do we got? 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So 127 divided by, how many was it? 19? 6.6. So maximum wait time will be 6. Minimum wait time will be 4. And we can open this bad boy up. I need to see what people are coming with too. I haven't even looked at that part of this game yet. It seems like 40 bucks is the minimum. There's another 40. I can get, it has a whole lot more money, but we're going to start charging some more money. And we're also going to build a new coaster here. So let's go ahead and just quickly throw on a nice, simple, dirty boomerang here. That's going to get closed and demolished. We'll put another one, a better one in here soon, but for right now. Those eel trains. 4 people on that one. This one is 4 people. Intensity factor plus 10, intensity factor plus 10. But we get a whole extra car without doing anything with that one. So that's going to win because we get more capacity without doing any additional work. Throw the on-ride photo there. Throw another one back out to the left. Half loop it. And before we do anything else, I should just make sure that I can clear all of this stuff. Cool. Fantastic. All right, so we got all of that established. We're just going to call it eel. Eels are like a greenish color, aren't they? I mean, I know there's darker ones, but greenish color seems reasonable to me. I have no idea what color that's even changing. We'll test that bad boy out, see what it does. What is that? Ridiculous. It does even the animations don't look good because it's just too constrained. I don't understand what the heck they were thinking on this. Alright, do we have a cash machine, by the way? Because we do not. Okay, that might be something we need to look at. Because we're at the point now where we've kind of established everything. We just need to now get people in the park. There we go. New coaster put in place. This bad boy's doing its thing. Let's throw another. Let's make this thing. Give it world famous return. Oh. Well, we have enough money to make it have its return. There it is. I got that. That's going to go there. That will go there. And we'll be set. And then we'll go in and do this. Alright, that's as good a color scheme as what we can do for that. Cool, cool, cool. I'll test and open that. Because it doesn't... Oh, hold on. We need a better ride. Or a better style here. So we'll do Space Raiders. And we'll open that up. Okay, cool. Finance-wise, I can go back and repay the amount I borrowed, because we already made that up, apparently. And we'll get some more staff in here as well. Alright, as far as park rating goes, it's starting to go up. I should probably look at the pricing on everything, being that we do not have the ability to kind of bring in extra money right now. Although not many people are saying that they are running out of cash, which is good. Uh-oh, some people are saying they're not paying that much more for Burger Bar 1. Alright, we'll bring down the prices slightly. Alright, that sounds, I guess it's more fair. I don't know. We got a chairlift. Don't know what we're going to do with that. Oh, sweet. We have other things we can delete for money. I was wondering where the other first aid room was at. said when I put in what I thought was the second one, it said first aid room 3, and I was really confused, but now it makes sense. Okay. A tiny little park so far that has a lot of guests in it for the size of park that it is. The only thing I'm really annoyed about is that we just don't have a lot of rides. That's kind of the crux of this whole thing, is like they're not giving us a lot of ride choices. Like there's tons of land, tons and tons and tons and tons of land to work with, but not many rides. And that's been a kind of recurring theme here for a lot of these, is that they just don't give us good ride selection. And it's rather annoying, because like you obviously just want to play the game, and it's harder to do so when you don't have rides to pick from. Like I could fill this park out really easily and really quickly if we had a good ride selection. All right, so I think we need to see how that works. I think I'm still gonna have to delete one more. Nope, I just need to add one more. Okay. On-ride photo, bam, put that all in, fantastic. Shazam, Shazam. Let's see how many boats we got. Nope, we're gonna do more than that. Right, so then we're just gonna head up. I need to go over one more, okay. There we go. That looks lovely. First boat coming in. We have 8 of them, I believe. Come on, math. All right. So 118 divided by 8 is going to be 14.75. So maximum wait time is going to be 15. Minimum wait time is going to be more like 13. Leave, wait for full load, open up. There we go. Next ride done. What was that notification we had there? Enterprise broke down. Okay, not a big deal. Running out of cash. Yeah, that's my concern now, is we're going to start getting those popping up a whole lot more. Where's the closest bathroom on this side of the park? All right, we need another bathroom. Yes! I love when I can fit stuff in where they don't really belong, but they will work. All right. Oh man, this thing got loaded up quick. All right, let's just slowly start decreasing some of the prices here. And see what we get here. $2, it should be $3, $2, $3. All right, and we might even take on-ride photos down to $4, so 5. This thing should be racking up money. It's actually not doing that great for us, but that's fine. All right, we're almost halfway to our goal here. There's going to be another pathway that comes here and join in over here at some points. So we will do that. That's fine. go. All right, and then we have to put in all of the supporting cast of character stuff here to help out. Okay, looks like we only have those two choices. That's fine. Alright, all that's fun and good. Yay us. I suppose I could put one of these in, because why not? I don't know if this is one of the ones that requires that you have a big station, or if you just start building like a lot, does it allow you to... No, we need a big station for this. Okay. Here we go. And then as far as the exit for that goes, super easy. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Entrance wide, let's go with yellow, cuz. There we go. It's nothing special, but it works. Let's see, where are we at with our people here? Cotton candy stall. I just want ATM. That's all I care about right now. If we can get ATM, we're golden. I need to see how long these are taking, because let's take a look here. 152. All right. And how many of these do we have? 9. So 112 divided by 9 is going to be 12.4. So every 12 seconds is the maximum wait time. And that should help us space these out a little bit so that line continues to move. I don't know about you, but whenever we're in an amusement park and the line just stops for a nice solid chunk of time, I get anxious. I do not like that. So at least if we can establish the line moving, should help out a great deal. Alright, and I also think I need to just set this up so people don't go up there. Alright, we got a fried chicken stall, which doesn't really help us too much here. Alright, so let's advertise for... We can afford it, heck yes, and let's go with eel. This thing, man, it's crushing it. All right, so we need to have a capacity ride somewhere out here as well. I think we're gonna do the River Rapids. It's the last of the water rides that I like to build that we don't have something on here. And then we're just gonna rapids across. It's gonna spin that way. Whirlpool again. Waterfall, waterfall. Turn it in there. Whirlpool. Bam. Waterfall, waterfall. Turn. Not quite there yet. Now I can pass into that. Cool. All right, so Okay. Now, do I want to get cute or do I just want to make it work? We're just going to make this part work, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to get cute with this in a second. But let me just make it work first. Now we got that. Let's go 16 boats. We'll test that. Okay. And then what I mean by get cute with all this is we're going to make these things super interesting just by playing with the rock work a little bit. I know in Parkitect you can go through and do lots of fun things with all this. Roller Coaster Tycoon is obviously much more limited than what that is, but you can still have fun. So yeah, I'm going to spend like $2,000 in just making this ride look a little bit more attractive than what it should otherwise. And I'm not going to do as much over on this side because I do want it to kind of be open. I know this is a complete and total waste of my money, but I don't care. I think it looks cooler. Alright, we are over halfway to our goal at this point, which feels good. Not there yet, we're getting there. Alright, that's fine. Let me also just quickly outfit it with some trees that look like they belong there. And it doesn't look like we have lots in the way of theming for that, but that's okay. It's also on the, if you have parks where you need to get a certain goal as far as park value, doing stuff like this helps. Not the land moving, but just adding trees and kind of making it look a little more themed to whatever you're trying to do definitely helps out a whole bunch. All right, let's take a look here and see what we got. 226. All right, so 120 plus 26 divided by 16 is going to be 9.1. So 9 is going to be the max that we're waiting there. We'll do 7, do all that, and open that up. And there we go. New ride established. And what's nice here too is that we have space for like a station and a lift hill going out there. We have lots of options with that. We have lots of options overall with the park itself here. We just need to take a look here. Way too many people are starting to run out of cash, which is a concern here. Got the ATM. Okay. Whew. I love when game prayers get answered there. That's going to help us tremendously here. And I'm going to make sure all parts of this amusement park have access to that cash machine. There we go. We have 4 of them in a very small area. And they're all already getting hit up. That one's been used 19, 20 times now. This one has been used 14. Our OG one, it's been used 37 times. And then this bad boy over here has been used 14 times. It's fantastic. That's going to help our numbers so much, though. It's shocking how much that little bit can really change how the game plays for us. Alright, so splash pits broke down, that's fine. Should be back open, there it goes. Look at that line, man. Heck yes. 4 minutes, I think this is the longest line in the park here. And how long is it taking? 6 minutes. Beautiful. This line, not nearly as long. Yeah, I should probably make some advertisements for this ride just to get people on it. But it seems to be loading up. Like, there's 80-something people on it, which is fantastic. We got loans coming in, paying that stuff back. We only got 1 week left on our advertising. All right, we are the best value park in the country. That is a true statement. Mainly because we haven't increased our entry fee in a little while, so we'll put that up just a touch. Let's see, we're advertised. We'll do it for the River Rapids. We'll do 6 weeks because we can afford that and still have a little cash left over. I do want to build something higher capacity here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we're down to just the last pieces. I'm just going to put that on normal funding. So we have coasters and water rides. Okay. Let's see, we have another coaster area. I think it's Twister coasters where I want to be next. How many cars do I get with that? 5. Not what I want. Do I get cute with all this and just have some fun? My income's telling me no, just build the coaster. But I want to have some fun. Now, I don't want to do anything else super crazy. I think this is already going to be quite enough. But we'll have it do this, we'll drop it down into a loop, maybe a corkscrew or two, and then end it. It doesn't need to be a super complex, difficult ride. We just need to get butts in the seats. Let's see, we're at 5, so that should work out nicely. Here we are. We don't have to do any height adjustments at all. Let's go left instead. So I have a turn, go there, corkscrew, corkscrew, come back home. Let's just turn this here. Let's turn the speed of the game down a bit. See, I am off by 1 there. That's actually a good thing because I can do the corkscrews there. Come on, game. Come on, come on, come on. We have till what year in this one, too? Because we're starting to get some... Oh, October year 5, we're golden. I'm gonna throw it on right footed. Because I'm me, and that's what I do. Alright, so we should have 2 trains. Fantastic. Let's test that and see how this works. We got logs for the log thrown now instead of these stupid alligator things. Let's see. What rides have made us the most money? That's made us 1,400 bucks. I'd venture to say this one's probably made us more. That's the same amount. That's impressive, actually. Eel, how much have you made us? 1,100. That's really solid, and you're probably... Oh, the most expensive. Yeah, baby. How about you? Oh yeah, we're making money hand over fist here. Alright, so let's take a look at train 1. Boom. Yep, cool. A little worried about this. It made it. The rest of it should be golden. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That all works. Real happy with that. So we're gonna call it Surf's Up. Just needs to be a bluish color, I guess. Alright, let's take a look there. Alright, so we got 1 minute and 5 seconds. I don't need a calculator for that. Just 30 is going to be more than enough there. I just need to make the line for it. All right, there we go. Now we should have advertising available, and we can advertise for Surf's Up. And we're going to take out a little loan for that, because we want to make sure we get all of the money back. But that should be a really solid ride for us. It's going to cycle a ton of people very quickly and very easily as well, which is exactly what we're looking for. So let's work on paying back some loan, because we've had lots of negative months in a row here, and we're going to need to make a little money here to come back from all that. But I think we're going to be in really good shape. What I like about rides like this too is it exits and goes right over to another popular coaster, so we can kind of always make sure those 2 queues are filled, even if the weather changes, which, knock on wood, I don't think it's really rained in this park at all yet, but that's fine. We'll deal with it when it does. We're up to 1,500 guests. Heck yeah. And I think at this point it's just we can just advertise like crazy and win. I don't think we're gonna have to build anything else. I don't know if I even want to build anything else. I kind of dig this little park. We still have tons of land too, which is the best part of all this, is like we're not stuck with any decision right now. We have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of space to work with. And if we didn't have tons and tons and tons of space, we have tons and tons of space we can buy. We can buy the entire thing. I wish we could sell land too. That would be fun, because like I just get rid of this hunk of junk over there and keep this park going. But I dig this little coaster. It's nothing special, but it works really well and does what I wanted to do. All right, we've definitely paid back our monies here. We've got we're up over $6,000, and we know our advertising was like $2,400, so we've more than 3x our money at this point on that, and we still have 5 weeks remaining. We're up to 1,600 guests. I'm just going to maximize or get rid of all of our loan, and then we're just going to advertise like crazy, and that should be that. Taking a look at our thoughts, or not that. Let's see what we have. Already park map. It's too crowded here. Yeah, it is crowded. This is a pretty crowded park actually. But that's what happens when you get 2,000 guests into a park that doesn't have a super good ride selection. Just kind of pretty basic. What do we get now? Horses for a steeplechase. I don't care about that at all. So these aren't actual like rides. These are ride improvements. I like how Roller Coaster Community originally had those set up as ride improvements, not that they're new rides, but they're just improvements to the existing rides, like different trains and stuff. Whereas Open RCT treats it as a new ride, even though it's most definitely not new. But you can see our lines are all full. Our advertising just ended there. We're going to continue advertising for Surf's Up. I'm going to take out a sizable loan here. So we'll do that. We're going to just do an advertising campaign for the park itself as well. Cool. All right, that cost us a little over, a little under, somewhere around $6,000. You can see that money's coming back to us real fast. We're at 1,700 guests. We have about 250 to go. And once we get there, we should be in real good shape. This is where I've just kind of run out the clock at this point, because I think we've done enough to get people into this park and getting excited about it and do all the things. And new coasters are going to be very expensive for us. So I just want to kind of temper expectations a little bit with some of this stuff. I may build one of these. Like, I might just build this guy just to have it. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. I'm going to get rid of the theming because I don't want that. Why is it elevated though? I don't understand why it has to be elevated. What else could we build if we want? Oh, we have a wooden coaster? Heck yeah, I'm just going to dump wood chip in here. Wood chip looks great on the coast there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Plop that bad boy in. We just need $7,000, so we take a little $5,000-ish loan. Boom. Right back. Oops, sorry. Right back here. You delete this. You throw an on-ride photo section. Let's see. Do we have... Okay, we got all of that. Cool. All right, we'll get that testing. We got a new limb launch coaster. Heck yeah. All right, so they're still throwing us some good stuff here. We just need to embrace it and build some stuff with it. All right, got a new coaster opened up. Let's go ahead and get the other pieces we need with that. So, yeah, I know. We don't want them, but you do. Bathroom, of course. We have a different chicken stall, right? Yeah, get that guy in there. Drinks. We didn't have that before. I think we're charging $2 or $3 for drinks. Cool. And then I'll throw a cotton candy stall over here for funsies. Once I get more money. There it is. All right, there we go. So we'll pay back our loan. We got 7 weeks left on that stuff. We just need another 50 guests or so. Let's see if we can race it and get pay back our loan before. Hey, and you remember I said it didn't rain? It's raining. All right, we need 25 guests, 20 guests, 15 guests. Come on, baby. Let me pay back my loan. Nope, we're not going to do it. The wind should come up any moment now. It was only 2,000, right? That's all we needed? Oh, 2,200. I'm sorry. Never mind. We still got work to do. All right, but we are full up on. We paid off our entire loan. We don't have that much left to do, quite honest. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's load up some more of these. What is this one? Mouse tails. Alright, that one's opened. Cool. Let's throw one of these over there just for funsies. And I'm just spamming the chat at this point, just trying to get us to our goal. Because they didn't give us enough flat rides. I love flat rides to just eat capacity and add more to a park. And this park did not provide us with the opportunity to really do that nicely. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. Got all of that. Look at this park. It's hopping. I really actually enjoy the look of this park. We have 150 guests to get still. Let's see, they can get a free cotton candy. Sure. Cost us almost nothing. It's going to get some people in the park. And we're going to do half price entry in the park because I don't care. Just want to win. There we go. We need about 100 guests or so. Under 100 now. This little layout's nice, man. Let's see what that thing's doing for us water or income-wise. So it's already surpassed the river rapids, which is great. Wow. Wood chip. Look at that. $814 in income so far versus Surf's Up, which is not sold as well. Granted, the on-ride photo section is going into the brake run, so it's not the most exciting, but it works. And we need 15 guests, and we'll have this one taken care of. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. There, come on. There we go. All right, there it is. All right, folks. So as always, thank you for joining me. We only have a few more left in Wacky Worlds, and then we'll move on to something else. But folks, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.